Hi folks, welcome. Yeah, I've not been absent without leave. No, I've just been. It's been so cold just lately here in the studio, and I just thought I'd take the opportunity to do some house jobs. You know, things that needed doing in the house that have been put off and put off and put off. I thought, I know, I'm going to do these now. It's just too cold being out here in the studio, and it's still cold. Well, we've got it up to 59 degrees. 59 degrees. Well, not exactly warm, is it? But anyway, what I've got for you today is I just thought I'd show you. This is a wheel that I've got to send off to Kansas, and I just thought as I was getting prepared and ready to put it into the crate, I thought, well, why don't we just make a quick little video about the wheel as it is in kit form, so you can see it. So let's, as you can see, it's before us here on the table. This is the complete contents of one of our Leach treadle wheel kits, and over there where I'm pointing is the crate into which it's going to go. Okay, so yes, so this is made out of maple, which is a hardwood. These are quite heavy, sturdy. These are these three here, 1, 2, 3 are basically the three legs, because this is remember this is a three-legged wheel. 1, 2, and 1 down there on that side. So the frame is made of maple. These are the other parts of the frame. These are all numbered, how they all fit together, etc. Cross members and different braces that make up the wheel, you know, not just the legs, but then you've got the side pieces here and here, and up underneath here, under there, etc. So it's a very, very sturdy, strong. I mean, once these, you see there's the hole there, and then you have this. So basically we have these lag bolts, you see, that go all the way through and are tightened up with a nut and washer on the other side. That pulls the whole framework together. Okay, so those are those pieces. This is the actual treadle bar itself, which is held on the end of a chain. So that then goes into that hole. It is screwed in there, held tight, and then this is the chain. Comes up from the treadle bar to a hook here, which is bolted onto screwed onto the side of the wheel. Just to show you that, here is what we're looking at. That, you see, and then that is held on the side there, and that helps the wheel, holds the treadle bar in place. What else? What else indeed? Yes, so then we have the crankshaft itself. This is the crankshaft, which is held at the bottom here and also at the top with a couple of these bearings. So you got one down here, and you got one on the top end there. Okay, I'm just basically just want to show you the ingredients to the kit. All right. This here, this guy goes on the end there, and that comes all the way down to here on the shaft. So that's that. And this is what we call, this is the coupler, which basically goes on there like that, and that is, get that up the other way. So that is held in place there, you see, like that, and then it has the leather strap, which straps this through those holes there, like that, and then it comes all the way around there, and that's what holds the crank to the crank shaft. What I'm trying to talk about is this piece here with the leather there, you see. Now there is a collar underneath there that is held, so the height is governed there on the collar. Okay, as this is on the crankshaft here. I guess you'd call this the connecting rod, wouldn't you? I mean, if you were going to talk about it in motoring terms, the connecting rod. Yeah, I suppose you would. Yeah. So yeah, this is all steel, mild steel, whatever it's made out of. And that's the piece of leather that goes with that. Then moving on here, we have the seat. So this is the seat. Now this is made of cherry wood. This, and it's machined at the top here. So basically, yeah, on the underside of that, you've got this piece. Goes something like that. This actually goes on the top of one of the legs here, the posts. So basically on top of, let me see, I'm not sure if this wheel's got it or not. No, this wheel doesn't. But basically, this is the prototype one. We did change it a bit, but this is this post here underneath the seat. Underneath here, it has on our current ones that we're having made, it has this other piece. Maybe I should put this on the tripod actually, but you're going to be getting all dizzy. Yeah, so basically the seat goes like that. This piece sits on top of one of these, one of the legs, which is this leg. So basically this goes here like that on top of the leg, and then this sits like that. It's sort of, it just spreads the contact area a bit, so it supports the seat. Actually, I think it goes like that. I think it goes like that. You see, it's just to give it a little bit more support. So yeah, so all these pieces are all made out of cherry, and as is the, maybe we should just go to the, here, this is the box. Again, this is also cherry here. Let's see. So this here, this is a stainless steel liner. That's a little bung that goes in the hole there so you can drain it. There's a tube that goes on the underside. This attaches onto here, like that, via a clip to hold it in place. This is all finished off underneath here. That is stainless steel. The actual box itself, this box, is held in position basically you see this part, the seat comes in here like that, okay? So, I don't know if you can see that, can you? Oh yeah. So yeah, the seat goes just there like that. And there's a clip there, and there's a clip on that corner and a clip on the other. So on each of the 3 legs, there's one of these brass clip arrangements. So the box can be unclipped and just lifted off. Meanwhile, it's held in place with these, and it's perfectly rigid. But if you actually want to take the wheel head off, with these, that is the wheel head, and we supply a key to undo and do it up, you see. So while this is on here, like that, if you wanted to lift the box off the wheel, okay, you could just undo this wheel head with the key, lift that off. And then what you would do is you would undo the chain, wouldn't you? That goes here. You'd want to unhitch the chain. You'd want to take that off. Take the wheel head off, take that off, and then this box will just click click click, just comes off nicely. Did a good job on that actually, it was quite nicely put together. Let's just talk about this underneath here. This is the flywheel. Now this is a flywheel that's made out of marine ply. Okay, so you've got no issues with water or anything like that. Basically the shaft, you see, is going to go in here like that. It's not dropping down properly because there's a table underneath here, but that will like that, you see. And then that is held in place with 4 coach bolts, you know, those these guys. Alright, go down through there like that, and like that, and like that. Okay, so that's going to attach this firmly to that. Now you're going to notice here these holes, and you might be thinking, what on earth are they for, Simon? Well, these holes represent 4 separate compartments. Okay, this wheel inside is hollow, okay, and there are 4 compartments, and these holes are where you can add ballast, sand or very small gravel, what have you, into here. Okay, that is to increase the weight of the wheel, give it more momentum, which is good. You need that. So you can weight it up as you need, really. If you prefer a lighter kick to it, then you're not going to add so much ballast. But each of these compartments is going to take could probably take 8 to 10 pounds of ballast in each compartment. So you can increase the wheel's weight and momentum, inertia, by at least 40 pounds just by adding the ballast into there. So these pieces of metal go over these holes like that and like that on either side, okay, and they're screwed into position. All the screws and all the hardware for this wheel is all supplied, and there's a list that comes with the wheel saying this wheel kit contains the following, and every item is itemized, whether it's a clip or a washer or a grease nipple or whatever it is. All the hardware is all here together. Okay. I think we also supply a couple of bits for the screwdriver for the right size for some of the screws. Alright, so apart from that, what else is there to show you? Yeah, these are pieces that go, for example, this is the treadle. Okay, so the treadle is going to have, I think it's, is it this one? Or is it this one? Oh, I think it may be that one. I'm not sure, I'll be honest with you, exactly which one it is. Because one of these is for the... Oh no, that's the one that goes through there. Yeah, that's the one that goes through there. And this piece goes in there. Okay, and then a bolt goes right through there. Okay, this forms the, you know, it's the kicking action. You see, this is that connecting piece. You see, so that means therefore that piece is the piece that goes. Yeah, that's it. That goes in there. You have to hammer that in, and then I think it has a. Yeah, there's a hole there, and there's a hole in the end of this, and they line up. I think you put a screw down through, something like that. It's been a while, I'll be honest, since I put one of these together, and so I'm a little rusty on one or two things, but not. Oh yeah, that. Okay, so that goes in the end of there. This is the hinge on the end of the leg. That goes there, you see. So that's the action of the treadle bar going backwards and forwards like that. It's got washers and a split pin that go through there. All of the hardware will be in the bag. These are the braces that go on each of the legs, that basically brace the legs to the horizontal pieces on of the frame. Let me just show you that quickly. It's a good job I got this wheel over here, isn't it? I can show you these details. Get that chair out the right. Okay. So what I was just talking about was these pieces here. They go here, you see, on the, and they serve to, yeah, as you can see, they're going to brace it so substantially, aren't they? The other pieces I was talking about were these pieces here from the connecting rod there, through there, and on the other side here, where that attaches here on this piece, which is adjustable, by the way. So you can adjust this here for height up and down, as well as on the collar there, on that piece, that collar, lifting the leather up and down, and also here on the chain by lifting that. The important thing is to bear in mind that this treadle bar, you don't really want it so it's all high on one side here and down on the other. You want to keep it so it's nicely horizontal, this treadle bar. So yeah, in the kit, just put this back up here. In the kit itself, there are instructions about how to finish this. Bearing in mind that this is a kit, some sanding is recommended. Although I have to say it's pretty smooth. It's not. You couldn't say this was badly finished. This is beautifully machined, and you know it's smooth as anything. But it wouldn't hurt to just go over with some fine grit sandpaper over everything. Okay, and then what is recommended is several coats of varnish that are thinned down, polyurethane varnish, thinned down so it penetrates deeply into the wood. All right. What else is there to say? Oh yeah, these. I'm going to just take this out. Whoa. Take this out. So we talked about the flywheel, didn't we? All right, we talked about the flywheel here, and putting in that ballast. So on the underside here, these are put to close off these holes, and that it just means that you can actually let the ballast out again if you want to or need to. All right. So I think that's about it. I think I've covered everything. As I said, this is cherry. This is walnut here on the top. Okay. Stainless steel, leather, and then cherry and maple, the seat and the other bits and pieces. All right. Well, there it is, folks. I just thought I'd just show it to you. I'm going to put this. I've got to work I'll do now is take it up the road, the whole lot, and then I've got to pack it into a box where it will be shipped from. I'm going to take it up there in pieces and pack it up there, otherwise the whole crate is too heavy for me to move around, and I don't have a forklift here or anything, so that's the way I'm going to do it, take it all up the road. Anyway, thanks for joining us. I hope it's been informative for you. Maybe you thought about a Leach treadle wheel, maybe something that I think they're very good wheels. I think they are have a very good reputation, this wheel, and not for nothing, I tell you. I wouldn't really want to throw on anything other than one of these if I had the choice. But I'm a very adaptable person, you know. I'll throw on an electric wheel, I'll throw on a Randall, I'll throw on a kick wheel. But for choice, yeah, definitely I love these wheels. I think they're the nicest way of throwing pots is on one of these wheels. It's just you're just so connected to what you are doing with your leg. You know, you just feel part of the pot as you make it. And I think it's a whole different throwing experience. Anyway, if you're interested in one of these wheels, I basically have to have my carpenter, put it this way, rephrase it. My carpenter says, Simon, I'm sorry, I can't make any less than 5 at a time. So it means I have to get 5 people together interested. Well, that's a tall order, isn't it? Sometimes you get 5 people who are ready to say, yeah, I'll have a wheel on, here's the down payment. But if I can get 3 people, on board, that's enough. Because I'm confident then that I can sell the other 2. It just saves me having to put all the money up front, you know, myself, and then I have to hang around for these wheels. I'm not selling them. You know, it'll take me 6 months to sell 5 wheels, or 10 months maybe. It just depends. Sometimes I don't sell any for a while, you know, and then this is the last of the last batch, which I had made, you know, earlier last year. So Funnily enough, I had somebody write to me today about a wheel, you know, about one of these, wanting one, and I'm sort of thinking, oh, it's my last one, it's already sold, you know. I said, you'll have to go on the waiting list. Do you want to do that? You know, there is a plan for the wheel also on the website. So if you're a carpenter type and you're interested in making one of these yourselves, then you can get the plan. A question that a lot of people ask me is, Simon, do you sell a kit for all the metal parts? In other words, do I sell all these items separately? Well, the answer to that is no, I do not. It's not that I don't want anybody else to make them or anything or go into competition. There's nothing to do with that. It's just, to be honest, all the metal components, all these plates, these braces, basically the crankshaft, you know, the bearings, all these pieces, these elements, they just end up being too expensive. There's just nothing but hassle in it for me to have to do that. So that's really the reason. There's just no. It's just a lot of my time running around, and you know, I did inquire back to my carpenter once, how much would it cost just for the metal parts on their own. And it was something like $220, and I thought, wow, that's quite a lot actually. You know, and for the person who wants to get a plan and wants to go ahead and make it, you're far better off going to your local blacksmith and getting him to make up these components. All right, you get them done cheaper. So there it is, one Leach treadle wheel in kit form. Feast your eyes upon it. Before I stick it in a box in the crate and ship it off to Kansas. I think it may be going to Kansas or Kansas City, I can't remember. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do now. Okay folks, thanks a lot. We'll get back on the wheel soon and start making. I want to get back in the studio, I'll tell you. It's just been brutally cold. It's going, in fact, tomorrow I think it's going down to 9 degrees during the daytime. So goodness knows what it'll be during the night time. Anyway, thanks a lot for joining me. Keep practicing. We're all in it together, aren't we? Those of us in the Northern Hemisphere here in North America. It's pretty tough for everybody, isn't it, going out into the studio right now? But now's a time for forming ideas in your mind, getting inspirations and thinking, yeah, come the spring, I really want to get into doing that. Or even before the spring, you know. So sort of thinking time, isn't it? The winter, sort of forming ideas, getting inspirations. So yeah, it's a sort of a seed planting time, maybe something like that. Okay, see you later. Ba da dee 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 dee.